Welcome back, Interior Sports fans. Joe Cook here with your Friday Sportscast. It was a full day of sports news and huge games, but the NFL Draft took center stage in Chicago on Thursday night. As expected, Cal quarterback Jared Goff was taken #1 overall by the Los Angeles Rams. Philadelphia selected Carson Wentz out of North Dakota State at 2 overall, the second quarterback taken. Linebacker Joey Bosa was 3rd overall to the Chargers. Ezekiel Elliott could be the back of the future for the Cowboys. He was picked 4th overall. Defensive back Jalen Ramsey went 5th to the Jacksonville Jaguars, followed by offensive tackle Ronnie Stanley to the Ravens. Defensive end DeForest Buckner to my 49ers at 7. Offensive tackle Jack Conklin to the Titans at 8. Tennessee moved up to get him. And linebacker Leonard Floyd out of Georgia went to the Bears at 9. And cornerback Eli Apple is going to the Big Apple. He completed the top 10 going to the New York Giants. In high school softball last night, a team that didn't even play last year because they didn't have enough players won their 3rd straight game. The Monroe Rams took on the Allison Ravens at the South Davis Fields on Thursday night. Allison's 1-0 lead quickly evaporated in the bottom of the first. It was a little windy out, and that led to a number of pass balls and walks by the Ravens. Monroe took advantage. They scored 14 straight runs with just 2 hits. Savannah Mapp and Maggie Wallace both had singles that drove in 2 runs. Mimi Nelson got 2 hits and 3 RBIs to lead the Monroe attack. They win 20-8 in 2 innings. Monroe is now 3-0. And those 3 wins are the most in 2 years for the program. They will play fellow undefeated in the Hutchinson Hawks tonight. The West Valley Wolfpack got a road win in Palmer. They defeat the Palmer Moose 8-1 on Thursday night. Celeste Jensen led the Wolfpack on both sides of the ball. She had a game-high 2 RBIs and threw a 1-hitter with 5 strikeouts from the pitching circle. 4A interior teams like North Pole, West Valley, and Lathrop continue their Valley road trip this weekend with matchups against Colony, Palmer, and Wasilla. And the Fast and Furious movie franchise, Vin Diesel once said, "It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning." Well, the West Valley Wolfpack soccer teams won by a mile and an inch last night in a doubleheader in Anchorage against the West Anchorage Eagles. The Wolfpack get the sweep. The girls won by their largest margin of the year, 17-0 over West. Kiara Simpson and Hannah Olsen both scored 3 times for the Wolfpack. The boys' game was just a 1-0 final, but Shane Gillette scored what would be the game winner for West Valley in the first half. Makai Omnick got the critical shutout to secure the win for the Pack. The undefeated West Valley teams play Bartlett today, then wrap up their roadie against South Anchorage on Saturday. On the high school diamonds, the Allison Ravens got a clutch play to defeat Delta Junction. The Ravens win 3-2 over the Huskies on Thursday night. Allison got the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jeremiah Brown had 2 hits for the Ravens, while Matt Smith had an RBI and struck out 7 in 6 2/3 innings of work. North Pole, they lost by 10 to Palmer on the road, with the Moose winning 15-5. The Moose almost had as many hits as they did runs with 13. Damian Bailey drove in a game-high 3 runs for the Moose. Ethan Wolf scored twice for the Pats in the loss. The voting for the play of the week was overloaded, as a play from Lathrop and a play from West Valley were the 2 frontrunners. But your voice was heard, Wolfpack fans. The play of the week comes from Norman Rockwell. He finished off a nice pass from Kalen O'Neill with a glorious header for a goal that came in a 10-0 romp over the Monroe Rams on 4/20 last Wednesday. Rockwell rocks well, and his header is this week's play of the week. To pick the next POTW, watch the I-5 Interior Top 5 plays on Mondays during the weekend recap. And here's a couple of local sporting events to get into to finish off the month of April. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Lathrop High School is the second day of the first all-schools track and field meet of the year. At 2 p.m. on Saturday is the 7th annual Run for Relief 5K at Pioneer Park. It's $20 and the first 300 people get t-shirts. Then on Sunday at noon is the Breakup Tri. This USA Triathlon event features a 500-yard swim, a 13.1-mile bike, and a 3.1-mile run. The race starts at the Patty Center at noon. Lastly, a reminder about another event happening on Sunday in the interior. The world-famous Harlem Globetrotters will put on a show at the Carlson Center. There will be dunks, comedy, and more as the Globetrotters take on the World All-Stars. They recently had a shoot in Anchorage, and this is a little preview of some trick shots you may see on Sunday. Take a look at that. This is the 90th year of the Harlem Globetrotters. Keep an eye out for me as well. I'm gonna make an appearance with the Globetrotters and try to hit a 4-point shot from Steph Curry range. The show starts at 2 p.m. at the Carlson Center on Sunday. And that'll do it for sports tonight. Thanks for watching. Your weekend weather forecast is next after the break, and we'll catch you next time.